Hey, what's up? A little bit later, not too much later. I'm in the House of Gains. I don't know how else to tell you this, and I think I've beaten around the bush on this. I've beaten around the bush on something because I didn't want to. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just spit it out. I'll just fucking spit it out so I don't waste your fucking time. Um, you're going to have to be, and I'm talking about statistics. And I used to coach MMA. Um, I got great squabble skills. I can use a knife. Um, and I definitely can use a gun and explosives and all that kind of other shit. All that to say that statistically speaking, every one of you, all of you, are going to be involved in a minimum of three violent encounters in your life. A minimum of three violent encounters in your life. I'm not talking about being bullied. I'm talking about some guy like me when I was a fucking bad guy rolling up on you and taking everything you own with the hopes that you do something stupid. Nah. Anyways, or someone is going to violate someone you love and you have to do something. I guarantee you that it is far better to fight and lose than to not fight. The life you will have to lead if you are a coward is not a life I would suggest for any man. And if that's how you want to walk through life, my advice is not for you. I have seen those guys when I was in jail, and I've seen those guys in the military. The world we live in is vicious and cruel and unforgiving, and it's violent. And if you do not prepare to be able to defend yourselves and the people that you love, you're not doing your primary role as a man. I will tell you that I think you should be at a minimum, at a very minimum, be able to box, know how to throw 1 through 6. Even better if you can throw 1 through 8. Do you know what I'm talking about? One jab, two is right cross or left cross, depending if you have a right jab. If you're right or left, I don't want to fucking get into that. Then there's hooks and uppercuts, but yeah. The other thing is you have to have some comprehension of wrestling. You have to be able to do and know what a sprawl is to keep another man or another people away from your legs so that you can continue to fight. Now, if you have good boxing skills and decent wrestling with a good sprawl, you're going to be okay for a bunch of stuff. But you have to also know how to use a knife. And I'm not talking about that, was that fucking Game of Thrones thing, where the pointy end goes against the bad guy? Nah, listen, you need to know how to hold a knife. You need to know why, what type of knife you're supposed to be carrying and what you're not supposed to be carrying. Um, Look, we as men do not get the right to call time out in life. And if you think you can be involved in a violent encounter where you act like a coward, and yeah, there's a little story coming at the end of this. If you think you can be involved in a violent encounter and not do what you're supposed to do as a man, and you have to live with that now. Uh, Warriors die once, cowards die 1,000 or 10,000 times during their lifetime. Now you can say, "Oh well, I'm still alive." Well, you know what? Then my advice isn't for you. We as men have to know how to fight and defend the things that we want to protect. That involves using boxing, wrestling, mixed martial arts, a knife, and a gun, maybe even a rifle or a shotgun. Those are what I consider basic life skills for you as a man. Um, if this sounds foreign to you and you don't think you're ever going to statistically run into violence, you're out of your mind. We are not equal. We're not equal in height, weight, capacity, or anything else. But I guarantee you, you have a pistol in your hand or a knife in your hand, and somebody outweighs you by 50, 60 pounds, and you can, ah, we're gonna be okay. I'm not gonna find somebody else to fucking rob. So, um, I don't want to admit this. There's I don't know if you know much about the El Paso, Texas area, but our sister city is called Juarez, Mexico. And there are 4 cartels operating here in El Paso, Texas. The Juarez cartel, the Beltrain cartel, the CN Cartel Jalisco Nueva Generation, CJ&Gs here in the city of El Paso, and the Sinaloa. That's the grand. That's the badasses. So there are 4 cartels going on in here. There's human trafficking going on in here. If you don't think there's drugs flowing across the border from Mexico here in El Paso, you're out of your fucking mind. We had a shooting at Walmart, I believe, in 2019. Um, um, you can't, as a man, call time out in real life. You're either going to do the work and prepare yourself just in case. Now, I ask you this, would you rather be prepared and it never happen, or for it to happen once, twice, and I guarantee you at least 3 times it's going to happen in your life? It could be a road rage thing. You catch some guy at the wrong time and he just decides that he's going to run your ass off the road. What are you going to do? And then that's not good enough for him. He jumps out of his car and he's going to jump on you. Well, it is what it is. And here's the other thing that it had never in my life made sense to me. You can't snap your fingers and the police appear. I think the best, when I live in a law enforcement community, I'm the guy they don't want living here. Anyways, all that to say, man, it takes them at least 9 to 12 minutes to get here. Man, let that sink in. Do you have any idea what can happen to you in 9 or 12 minutes? That's what, 2 5-minute MMA rounds? What's that, 4 or 5 boxing rounds? You need to move through life as a man that no one's coming to help you, and that you have to defend yourself and those that you love. I guarantee you, even if you fight and you lose, you will be way better off than to be cowardly. This video is way too long. I'm sorry. I just got off on. There's a young man who a very good friend of mine brought to me today, and he has been. He wants me to help him, and the young man is very cowardly, and there's a lot of damage that comes with not fighting back. All right. I'm going to do what I can for this young man, but my advice to you is to fight back. is to stand your ground, fight your fight, win, lose, doesn't matter. You have to fight. You have to defend the people in your life that matter to you. All right. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. If you can't, take care of yourself. Like a fart in a G string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye bye.